Randy T-Bird out here in Arizona on a sunny Thursday, the 24th of April, and the news for me is that I was selected for position, and I start on first of the week, and it's going to be dealing with firearms sales and for a sporting goods store here in the Prescott Valley area. So I'm looking forward to that. I got some training to do and everything, but I am a firearms, let's call it collector. Not so much collector, but I am an enthusiast. I am not well, let's put it this way. I like to target shoot, things like that. So that's what I like to do. So, but anyway, that's going to be interesting. A new chapter of my life. It's spent some time in the motorcycle business, and that was fun. And then here's something else that I like to do, and that's going to be really good. And I'm finally happy after 7 weeks to get back to employed. I had enough money put away to weather the storm and had some time off. Put in a ton of applications. It's up in this part of the country. It's not quite as job friendly as the city was, but that's okay. I don't have to live in the city. So hope you're all doing well and getting out on your bikes. I know the spring is coming. Here we've had some, I'm going to call it schizophrenic weather. It'll be 90 degrees one day, and then a couple days later it'll be in the 50s or 60s and spring, but all the trees are coming back, all the desert plants are coming back. It's really pretty, really green up here now again, and it's just looking forward to the summer. So that's coming. It's just I don't know, as you get older you learn to appreciate such things as changing of the seasons and just this things, and I'm starting to see the rabbits and the frogs around the house, and of course I've got quail by the zillions in my neighborhood, so that's real nice. House is looking good since it's been painted, and we're going to be doing a little bit more work to the house, and but I'm just happy, really happy to be back to work. I'm not used to not working, so been working since I was 14 years old, and it's just very odd not to be doing that. Out riding the Heritage today. Last couple rides I took on the Dyna, and riding the Heritage today, and as always I remember, you know, once I'm back on it I realized what a great bike it really is. So trying to sell my Triumph. I haven't had any real good bites on it. Craigslist is so jammed up with spammers and scammers these days. It's almost unusable. I mean, to sell vehicles. I mean, it wasn't 5 minutes after I placed the ad, I had somebody want me to send them money or give them a Google ID or some crap like that. You know, I'm not stupid. You know, if people fall for that, you know, if you fall for it once, shame on you. Fall for it twice, shame. That's the other way around. Fall for it once, shame on them. Fall for it twice, shame on you. But just, you know, out of state people calling, wanting to know things about the bike, wanting to know if you'll take a deposit on it and sit on it. No. I understand. I'm a pretty trusting person, but you know, for people I don't know, just not going to play that game. So, Craigslist's all right for selling parts and stuff, but for selling vehicles, I just don't trust it anymore. I used to use Cycle Trader. I guess they're still around, but I haven't used them in many years. Most of the time I just trade stuff in, but right now I'm not looking to trade in. I'm thinking next year I might go back to one bike. After I get some more money paid down and get some more equity in these bikes, you know, between insurance and tags and everything, it's getting expensive, and honestly I don't have enough time, you know, the last 7 weeks notwithstanding, but enough time to really enjoy 3 motorcycles. So I'm gonna be in the market, find something else probably sometime next year. we'll see as time goes on what that's going to be. So that's the state of my world right now. I just got a couple more days off before I start work, so I'm going to try to enjoy that. I've got a music show on Saturday night down in the north end of Phoenix, and so I'm going to be doing that and make a few bucks there and enjoy playing live, which I really do, and that's good. So went into Phoenix last weekend for an event. It wasn't a big turnout, but it was a good day. Beautiful weather. Got to hang out with friends and people that friends and acquaintances, and it was just a good day. And then you know, made it back before dark, and it was just a good day for a ride. So anyway, the mountains are looking great as always. I mean, the green is, like I said, has come back, and it's really awesome. Just headed down I-17 today. I'm not sure where I'm headed for sure. I may stop at the rest area at Sunset Point and just enjoy the view for a while. It's just an incredible view from there down into Horse Thief Basin. Just beautiful. And it drops probably a couple thousand feet or 1,000 feet down into there. And I have put some video on that here a while back, but I might catch a little bit more today. Gorgeous day. I'm going to record a little bit more later, but right now I'm going to append this video and I'll be back with you in a little while. Hey, it's Randy. I'm back. Just want to get a shot here of Horse Thief Basin, Bumblebee down there, and the Bradshaw Mountain Range out in the distance. Quite a valley there. Back up that ways towards Cordes Junction where I live. And that dirt road goes all the way up the mountain there, and goes up to a little store called Cleator, Cleator. There's a bird flying around down there, something in its mouth. Anyway, just a little viewpoint of the valley there. We'll be back with more later. It's Randy. I'm back on the highway here. Interesting situation at the rest area here earlier today. Highway Patrol and the county sheriff had a guy, guns drawn, getting him out of the car and arrested him for something. All I know is they pulled bags of something out of the car and looked like a gun and whatever. So, you know, it looked like pretty tense for a while. Cops were screaming at this guy to get out of the car. And yeah, I didn't know whether to take cover or just hang loose. And as it turned out, no more incident there, but it was like an episode of Cops for a minute there. Yeah, so interesting. You never know what's going to happen out here on the highway, I guess. So, yeah, put a little video of the valley, the canyon there, Horse Thief Basin or Bloody Basin, whichever one it is. I'm not entirely sure. Interesting topography up here in the mountains. So I'm just back now, riding along, and you know, headed back towards home. It's been a gorgeous day out. You know, didn't have anywhere particular to go, just riding. But anyway, Badger Springs Road. There's an actual spring down there, a couple miles down into the mountains, 3 or 4 miles. Been down there, I've seen all sorts of animal tracks down in there. It's a pretty interesting place. There's trails and stuff in there. Been there a few times. Lots of dirt roads just going out into the hills here, and if I ever get to a point where I can get myself a 4-wheel drive vehicle, I might do some of that exploring. If not, maybe another quad. Do a little exploring. There's normal weekday traffic up here on 17. It seems like 17 is always busy. It's the main thoroughfare from Phoenix to Flagstaff, so And you know, you can go to Prescott this way once you get off there at 69. They're always busy up here. And sometimes people are just enjoying the scenery, and sometimes they're riding like maniacs, driving like maniacs. You just gotta watch for them. Gorgeous scenery either way. I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be happy to be going back to work, and makes you enjoy your time off a little bit more. And you know, when you're not working, you can't really go out and spend money and do crazy stuff like that. So you know, just now I can actually enjoy the last couple days I'll have before I go back to work, the first of the week, and you know, just relax a little bit. It was, you know, it was kind of weighing heavy on my mind. 7 weeks seemed like a long time to me. I'm not normally used to having that kind of time off. So anyway, all's good. And again, I'd love to explore those dirt roads back in there. It just looks awesome. Bloody Basin Road. Okay, the pictures that I showed you there, that was Bloody Basin. Horse Thief Basin is on the other side of the mountain, or of the highway, I mean. Gorgeous day, blue sky, not a cloud, hardly anywhere. It's a little bit back toward to the south, but headed north, it is just bright blue. Gotta love Arizona. Free National Monument. There's always people out there with side-by-sides and quads and dirt bikes and stuff. There's always somebody parked out there. They camp out there. Must be something awesome back in there. I've been to the Free National Monument coming the other way from where I live. It's only about 6 or 7 miles from where I live. And I could even, it's dirt road, but it's improved enough to where a car, if you take it easy, you can make it down there. But once you get past a certain point, it's four-wheel drive. I never got that far. There's some trees down in there, and every now and then there's water in the riverbed. Mostly after you have a good storm up north, or you know, when the snow starts melting up on the mountain, then we'll get some more water in the creek beds down here. I get around this truck. That is one thing about 17, there's trucks. Sometimes when you come up the big hill, you can get caught behind them, and there'll be a slow truck in both lanes. You know, you just gotta hang back and just go with it. And if there's an accident up here, this can get really, really backed up. But no accidents today. Anyhow, this is Randy out here in Arizona on a gorgeous spring day, and looking forward to summer coming up here in the hills. And thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Costs you nothing. Takes very little effort. Appreciate you watching my videos in either case, and look forward to your comments. And throw me a like and share it with somebody, and I try to keep more videos coming to you. It's been 300, and this will be number 352 since I started this in late June of 2019. This is Randytbird out in Arizona. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.